But thank you guys for hopping on. So we're just going to talk a little bit about our experiences and stories with the business, and then we're going to go into some more details about pretty much everything about the opportunity after that. So I guess I will go ahead and get started. But I'm Emily, and I'm 22 years old from Chicago, Illinois, and I just graduated from the University of Iowa. So I just finished college. But last July is when I actually started the business. So I was going into my senior year of college when I started, and I was kind of raised to go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and kind of just attempt to climb that corporate ladder, and then retire when I'm 65, 70, or whenever possible. So that honestly would have been my plan. I had no other ideas of how I can start something for myself. And I was honestly just going to settle for that because I didn't have a bigger vision of anything. But then I was brought this opportunity and joined the business kind of towards the end of last July, so a little bit over a year ago. And I was honestly skeptical, but I didn't really know anything about hair care or beauty really, and I just saw people traveling, making money from their phones, and I knew that's like the freedom that I wanted. I want to be able to stay home with my kids in the future, and that's honestly the life that I wanted. So I decided to go for it, and I ended up building my business while mostly in college. So I was taking 17 credit hours in 2 student orgs and had a part-time job too. I was a bartender in school just to make money to be able to pay for tuition and rent and everything like that. So I graduated from Iowa this past May, and I did get a 9 to 5 job that I started this past July, but it just did not and does not feel right. I honestly hate it. I hate just showing up for people, like working for somebody else 8 hours a day, and everyone there just complains so much about how miserable they are every day. And it's just sad seeing so many people live for the weekends when they're just kind of wishing away 5 out of 7 days a week. And that just can't be because our time is so valuable. So since I did start my business in college and at such a young age, it's completely changed my life. And because of this business, I'm actually quitting that full-time job and retiring from corporate America in a couple weeks here, which I like would not have ever been able to do this without this business. And after that, then my next goal is just to repay all the loans I have, and then next goal is to be able to retire my mom and let her quit her job too. So we'll go into more of the details, but I just earned my free Cadillac with the company and so many free trips, and I finally like feel purpose and passion for something and just so much gratitude. And it's just amazing to have like the best friends in the whole world, who so many of them are on this call right now. But I'm just so excited to see what this business can do for all of you guys too. So that's a little bit about my story. Do I have to unmute?
Ms. Tesley, you want to go next?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I think you have to unmute everybody.
Okay, Kesley, you're good.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Kesley. I'm 21 and I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I currently go to school here. I'm a senior. And my story is kind of similar to Emily. I am a full-time college student, take 18 credits every semester. I am in the business school, so I am a double major and I have a minor, so things get really, really hectic really fast. But long story short, I don't have any help coming into college. So by that, I mean that like my parents don't help me out financially whatsoever. So when I came here, I kind of needed to figure out how I was going to do everything. And I've always worked a full-time job being in college, and I've had several internships throughout the years. And honestly, one reason why I really joined this business was because I felt really unfulfilled in every single internship and job that I had. So many times I would just like Emily said, like I hated feeling like I was working for somebody else and somebody else's dream. And everything I did kind of took the creativity out of me. And I knew I was capable of so much more than what they were ever letting me do. And so when I was approached with this opportunity, it was kind of everything that I wanted. And I took it and I run with it. And now after a year of being in this business, I went into my senior year of college without taking out any loans. In June, I paid off my freshman year of college already, which is actually really crazy to think about. And, but like Emily said, like my initial reason for joining this was because I was just so desperately broke and I wasn't even sure how to pay for anything at all. But now, after being in this for over a year, my why has definitely shifted more. After I pay off my student loans and after I, do quite a few things, I really, really want to buy my dad a house because quite a few years ago, he lost his house and he lost everything that he had. So that is kind of my main goal in the back of my head right now. So yeah, so that's my story. I will pass it on to Landon.
Sorry guys, my smoke detector has low batteries, so if you hear that annoying chirping, that's what that is. So I'm Landon. I've been in the company for over a year and a half now, going on 2 years in February. I am 22 years old and I am an associate executive director in the company. When I actually started this, it's kind of not like the girls. I myself actually dropped out of college. So I'm not encouraging that, but this is my story and my road to it. So I was going to school for nursing because that's what my mom had done a long time ago. That's what my friends were doing. And I was like, all right, if I don't go to college, then I'm going to look like I'm doing nothing with my life. So I settled. I had to hurry up and decide on some career path to go down because if not, you're wasting money and you're wasting time. So I had actually gotten into skydiving while I was going to school. And that's all I cared about. I was like, okay, I might not make a lot of money being a tandem instructor or a coach or something, but this is what sets my soul on fire. That's all I cared about. So my parents were like, no, you're not dropping out of school. So you can go, do your whatever and you can get back into school. So I was waitressing also. And you guys, like, I was just so unhappy. I was crying in class. Like I would look out the window and I'd be like, oh, my friends are just falling out of planes right now. So I actually come across Lish. And had no idea who this girl was on Instagram, but I saw she had some bomb hair, some bomb products, and she was jumping out of planes too. So I was like, if she can do it, I'm going to do it. So I reached out to her and I was like, okay, girl, what are you using? Like, what are you doing? Let me know because I need in on this. And she kind of explained it to me. I was like, all right, yes, let's do it. I don't care. Like that little bit of money that I had, I was like, I will use for this because this is what I want. So I told my parents and I went and quit school, dropped out of school and quit nursing, and I packed up and moved to Florida. So I completely ran with it. And then as I was packing up, I came across Nella. So I will let her get into how we got started with that.
Okay, cool. Let me unmute myself. Hey guys, I'm Nella. So I am the girl that Landon met on Bumble. So a little background about me. So I'm not originally from the US. I was actually born outside of the country. And a huge setback that I had going through school, going through, trying to figure out what I wanted to do in the future, what I wanted my career to be. A lot of the setback was obviously not having the same, I guess, what are they called? The same opportunities as everybody else. So with this business, when Landon explained everything to me, I was like, what? It's like a no-brainer. I'm in business. I want to do more. I'm in international business, and this opportunity allows me to travel. So it all kind of fit with each other. And I was a college student. I was genuinely just lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was kind of trying to figure out where and what career path I wanted to take. But with a business degree, there's just so many different ways you can go about it. But when Landon pitched this to me, she did it in a way where she was just like, oh my God, are you a model? And I was like, excuse me, do I know you? And she was like, are you a model? What do you do on Instagram? Like, what are you doing? At the time, I was a photographer, a local photographer. I wasn't like this big like photographer, but she would just, I guess I built my Instagram pretty well in high school. And so when Landon had asked me, am I a model? I was like, no, I'm a server and I clean crap till 2 a.m. and I'm a receptionist at a gym. So I never really had that good job. So I was just kind of just getting by. And so when this business was brought to my attention, it kind of fit best because I wanted to kind of find something in the business world. So this is obviously marketing, so it kind of fit. And I also, a huge part of why I joined this business was the group, the community of women. I went through some like really crappy stuff before I joined the business. And then when Landon talked to me about, the community, the empowerment, and all the things that came with it, I was like, this is a no-brainer. It's literally what I'm looking for. And it comes with a boss group of women. Like, this is like, I can't say no to this. So I actually took the compensation plan to my business professor. And he was the one that kind of told me, like, you have 10 years to legally come back to school if you want to pursue this. I think you should do it. Like, this is insane. The company's not even 4 years old yet, and this is the comp plan. And Snell, you'd be dumb not to say yes to this. So I joined the business. I actually made my investment back in my first 5 days. Landon was like so shook. She did not even know what to think. And I actually hit my first 4 ranks. So I was 4 ranks in by my first month. And I actually was able to use my first bonus check to pay the mortgage of my mom's house. So that in itself, I was like, this is what I was looking for. And I don't want to get religious, but God literally placed this opportunity in my lap when it fit best. And it was like a no-brainer for me. The business side of things, me being an entrepreneur, being able to run my schedule, being able to just have that freedom and also have that empowerment, the community of women that back me, it was all in all, everything that I needed. So I joined this business March of last year. I'm 22 years old now. So I was 20 years old when I joined this business. I dropped out of college and quit my 2 full-time jobs for 2 months into the business. Again, like Landon said, we do not recommend you dropping out of college, but this was just our path to, where we are now. And I've been doing this full-time for the last year and some. It's been amazing. I've actually started a second company since then. So I am a co-founder of Babes in Denim. So it's a different platform for me to use, kind of like my creative side. And it's just been so amazing. But that's a little bit about me. So I'll pass it on to the next person.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Hannah. I actually just turned 21 yesterday, so it's an exciting time. I joined this business 2.5 months ago. It was June 30th. And my story is just a little bit different than the rest of the girls who you guys have heard speak today. There are some similarities, though. So actually, I don't necessarily feel like this anymore, but I was kicking myself in the rear for the longest time whenever I joined, because when I joined, immediately I was like, holy crap, never leaving. I love these girls. I love this business. Like, holy crap. But you guys, I was introduced to this business and this opportunity 2 years ago. I was 18. So I'm like, why didn't I join sooner? So anyway, what happened with that was I was 18 and I was just kind of in the midst of all of this decision making, wasn't ready, loved the product. I always knew that the product was great. But fast forward like June of 2019 this year, I got a message from my mentor, Katie, and it was just something like to the effect of, hey, have you thought about, making money on Instagram? And I knew what she was talking about. I knew that it was this hair care company. I knew it was this business. And you guys, I was fed up. I was like, oh my gosh, I've received so many messages like this. I'm just going to freaking do it. Because if this girl believes in me and all the other girls believe in me, then I'm just going to try, because why not try? And so I'm glad that I took the chance, because my second month, first month was kind of slow, but my second month, I was able to hit the 3rd rank in my company, and triple rank, which felt amazing. But you guys, the deeper portion of like why I'm here, I'm going to try not to cry, because it just means so much to me. And like this community, this business, all of it is just, it feels good being here. But at the beginning of this year, I was going through a really hard time, and I was struggling with really, really bad depression, and I was kind of at the point where I wanted to like hurt myself and I didn't want to be here. And so for like several months, I had to just like fight myself and tell myself, even though I didn't believe it at the time, that I was like worth it and that I was worth staying. And then finally, I joined this business and I come to the realization that a belief can change a life. And that's what Tim Tebow said at our conference. And I just started crying because for the first time in my life, I believed that I could do something and I could really, really make something of myself and not be selfish in the sense of like, I want all of the gratification or whatever. I just knew that if I ran with this company and if I trusted myself and if I trusted my mentors, then I could help so many people, because there's so many people that struggle with, mental health stuff. And I was just like mind blown by the fact that I am a completely different person right now than I was in January. And I'm so much better off, and I will never be the same. I'll never feel those things that I felt again, because what this company gives you is it gives you those lifelong friendships, and it gives you that personal development piece where you are literally doing things every day that feed into your mindset and feed into your heart and just fill your cup. You literally leave your house and you're like, wow, I have like so much purpose right now. I can do so much. And there's so many people walking around and they just don't have that. And so this opportunity in this company is a gift. It is a golden ticket. I'm obsessed with it. Literally, like, we'll talk to like the cashiers at whatever store I'm at and be like, have you thought about hair care or like anti-aging skincare and like selling? And they're like, no. And then I just kind of go off on my little like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. But you guys, this opportunity is once in a lifetime. This group of women and this group of men, like once in a lifetime. I've never ever seen this in my entire life. And I'm so grateful. And I hope that you guys can feel from my own testimony that like this is the real deal. And if you guys trust yourselves and really take that leap, you will never be the same, just like I'm never going to be the same. You're going to be so much better off. And this will help you in so many sectors of your life. So with that, I'm just going to pass the reins off to whoever is going to speak next.
Oh my God, Hannah, they made me want to cry, because I just recently went through like a bout of like my mental health was really not good. But oh my God, you're gonna make me cry, but I have been getting better. And I was really neglecting the business actually, just because I was like, I didn't feel like I was in the mindset to do my best. And so how am I going to mentor somebody else when I'm not the best that I could be, But I'm so happy that like, I'm like trying not to cry, but I'm like so happy for you. And I'm just like sending you all my love. But so hi, I'm Sammy. I just turned 21 in July, and I've been in the business. My year anniversary is coming up next month. I had moved to Texas from Arizona. I literally moved like my whole life here. My parents went through like a really bad divorce, and we didn't have a house here. So we lived with my grandparents. And so we had 6 people in a 4-bedroom house. So it was a lot. And I wasn't able to go get your regular 9-to-5 job, just because my mom had to go get a job. So I had to watch my sister. She's autistic, and so she's 29 now, but she's mentally like 18 months old. So that was my job. I had to watch my sister while my mom went and got a job. So I had no money, like nothing. I had whatever I had saved up from Arizona, and I knew I always wanted to be like in the social media industry, but I didn't know how to get in there, if that makes sense. Because to me, I always felt like people kind of kept it like a secret, like, which that might just be me being a weirdo, but like I felt like people kept it a secret. But when my mentor had reached out to me, I was super skeptical, because I was like, this sounds like way too good to be true. Like there's no way. And I'm not sure if she's on the call right now, but I asked her 120 questions. We talked on the phone for hours, and I thought about this opportunity for about a week, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna go for it. Like, worst case scenario, it's not what I thought it was, but like, I'll just go for it. So, like I said, I didn't have any money, so I charged my credit card, and here we are. A year later, I've made my investment back, and I'm trying to figure out how to keep my whole story down in like 10 minutes. So I'm kind of struggling here to like not talk my head off. But I've blown away by like all the girls that I work with. It just like makes me emotional thinking about it. But I tell all of my girls, like, when you join, not only do you get me as a business partner, but I'm now like your built-in best friend. Like, and I mean that like in the sincerest way possible. I've been there for my girls through breakups and car accidents and whatever other traumatic things have happened in their life. I've been there for them, and like I genuinely care about all of my girls. And they have been so good to me too, because the beginning of this year, I don't know what happened, but I just mentally like was in a rut, but I didn't stop. I obviously wasn't doing the best that I could have been with this business, but I didn't stop, and I was still persistent, and I still wanted to make sure like my girls were good and they knew what they were doing. I cried a lot with my girls. Like, if one of them couldn't talk, I would call the other one, and then I would just be like a crying mess, and they would let me vent. But I'm just like so grateful for them, and I've never even met them in person. So it's just crazy to me that like you can create those connections with people that you don't even know, like you've never met them before. But yeah, I've done like our little team calls, and we would just like cry because we're just like so grateful for each other. And we all have the same like mentality and drive and like goals with this business. And we just want to be successful so bad that it's just like, I don't know, it makes you like emotional, if that makes sense. Or maybe I'm just like a crybaby, but yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I'm an associate market builder, so I'm at my 3rd rank, I believe. And obviously I'm hoping to just like keep going to the top. But I did want to jump in here and let you girls know that are listening, this is an open floor. So if you guys have any questions or anything, you can either answer it or post it in the chat. Or if you can, because I'm not sure how this Zoom is set up, unmute yourself and ask a question. Now that we're going to like get into it, I really recommend taking notes, just because I feel like that'll really help you out. And then after this, reach back out to the girl that messaged you, and yeah, good luck.
Okay. Hi guys, it's me again. So I'm just gonna honestly jump into this and just kind of start with what we are and what we do, because I get this question literally. Honestly, I just feel like none of my like friends and family really know what I do. So like they're always like, what exactly do you do? So this is the best way I like to describe it. So one thing that we are not salespeople. Like, yes, we do technically sell a product, and we definitely have to do all of that stuff, but the way we do things is so different compared to any other salesperson. So every time I say this, somebody laughs, so I'm not going to say it too dramatically. But like, for example, I'm sure a lot of you have had girls or whoever from whatever company in your DMs about like, hey, like, I want you to buy this like fit tee or like this stomach wrap, or I don't know, just like all kinds of stuff like that. Like, I'm sure every single one of you has experienced somebody trying to sell you something in your DMs, and that is just something we don't do. So we are influencers. So all we do is we influence a product. And actually, before we even start to teach you how to influence our products in specific, we take things that you are good at or that you're passionate about or whatever the case is. Like, so many of you want to start something on Instagram. Like, a lot of you, maybe you really like fitness or makeup or art or whatever it is, and we really encourage you to make your Instagram as much as you as possible, and we are just going to help you put like a professional spin on it. So what I like to tell people is that no matter what, whether you sell something on Instagram or not, you still, like, you have to look at it as your Instagram page as a storefront. So every single time somebody comes to your Instagram page, they're going to decide if they follow you or not. So what we do is we just help transform your Instagram. And I always tell people this, like, you don't need to be an Instagram model. You don't need to have 10,000 plus followers to start something like this, because for me, like, my Instagram was terrible when I first started. Like, I had my prom pictures up and like I'm like, it was just bad. Like, there was no rhythm to it or anything. And for me, I just thought like, oh, I'm just posting pictures that, whatever. And so when I got in this business, I was always really interested in how girls made their Instagram so pretty and stuff. And so I was literally taught so many little things that I was just like mind blown about that are so simple that you can do with your Instagram. But like I said, we just literally teach you how to influence things. And every single day, all of you have probably done this at one point. Maybe you post where you went out to eat, or like your Starbucks drink, or new clothes, or new makeup you got. You are doing the exact same thing, but you're just getting paid for it now. Like, so many people just don't let that click, and people are like, oh, I'm afraid to be that girl on Instagram that sells stuff. Well, you're doing it anyway for free for people all the time. So you might as well do it and make a huge paycheck from it. So as far as that, like, I mean, the way, like I said, the way we do things is a lot different, and we do something called attraction marketing. And you guys might have noticed, like, like the name Monet is like sometimes blurred out, or you can't see it in a product or something. And we don't do that to hide the brand name at all. Like, we love Monet. We loved everything we do about it, but we do it just so when somebody sees it, because 9 times out of 10 people would rather go do it themselves than go through somebody else. So when they see it, they have to ask you about it and be like, okay, what is this product, rather than looking it up themselves, getting the wrong product for themselves, and just maybe overall not liking it. So you are like their median, like, their middle way through that. And so you get to recommend them products. We teach you all of that, get into that later. And recommend products, and then they buy through you, and it's as simple as that. And so for me, like, when I first started, I was like, there's no way anybody's ever going to buy from me. And I'm like, that's just not going to happen. And that was far from the truth, because we sell the most consumable product. We sell something that every single person uses. Like, it's shampoo. Like, it's not like makeup, it's not this or that. We just did open a skincare line, though. I'm sure some of you know that. We'll also get into that. This is like super new, like within a week new, but we just sell something that everybody uses. So your market is endless for this. I will let whoever wants to go next get into the products themselves. And they are absolutely incredible. So whoever wants to take over on that.
Awesome. I can jump into the products. So our products started with just a hair care line. So we were the first hair care line to penetrate the hair cortex from the inside out. So that kind of means our products don't just sit on the top of your hair strand and doesn't just like cover your hair in waxes and build up, etc. So most brands you do pick up from a store, and some professional products, they basically just coat your hair with waxes just because of the ingredients. So that causes extra breakage and damage. If you can imagine just like wax on your hair and then you're curling or straightening it and basically just frying it off. So that's how a ton of other products are, but that is not how ours are. So ours are anti-aging, vegan, cruelty-free. And another issue that, I don't know if anybody on this call has seen videos, but there's actually videos of people with other, like, that do use just store-bought products, and then you can take it and just basically get the wax off, and it just comes right off because your hair is just coated in it. So the other thing with that is it's clogging the pores like of your scalp, and that's what creates thinning and just not being able to grow your hair as healthy. So all of our products are clinically proven ingredients, and what we learned is hair care is not a one size fits all. So our products are all customizable. So my hair is pretty thin, where Landon's might be thicker, and it's just like completely dependent on different lines that we have. So we'll have a hair consultation quiz either in our bios, or when you're talking to people about the products, you can ask them basically just simple questions about what their hair is like, and then we'll provide them a specialized system just for their hair. So whether your hair is thick, thin, dry, colored, curly, straight, there's different systems for everybody. And then we also have a men's line and a juniors line and a pets line now. So that is huge that we really can cater to everybody. And something important from a business standpoint is that every single person washes their hair, and it's a consumable product. So they're going to run out and they're going to need more. So that's why we're just creating a residual income for ourselves, because people order and then a couple months later they run out and need more. So that is just keeping money for us. And then we did just launch skincare a couple, like 2 weeks ago maybe, and it's incredible. So I know some of us honestly were not so sure how we felt about it, and then they launched it at our big event in Ohio a couple weeks ago, and we were all shocked just by the ingredients and all the science behind it. So I'm going to touch into like a couple of the ingredients, but I'll just share like a few facts. But we have a licensed medical esthetician who spent 11 years working with another job. She worked with 3 plastic surgeons, and she left that to come to our company. And we also have like a board of scientists that brought the skincare to our business as well. So some of the ingredients that we just have patented just for us is Rejuvenique S, and then we have a lot of just different fruit acids and peptides. So this is stuff that it's unlike anything on the market because we've patented it. So they truly are incredible. And then right now we have 2 different lines. So one's kind of for like dry combination skin, and then just really, or normal combination, and then really just dry and sensitive skin. And then some initial results that people saw was 96% of people saw an increase in radiance, 96% saw tighter skin, and 80% saw brighter skin. So I'm still waiting on mine, but so many people on this call, chats have just been like blowing up in different transformations just after like one wash. So I'm super excited, but it is all incredible. That is a bit about the products though. Now, Landon, did you want to go into some extras?
You guys, so I just came home and all my products, my skincare products are here, but I've been using one of my friends for the past 2 days. Look at this. Like, this is no foundation, so you will never see me on a call again with foundation because I'm so hyped. Just saying. But yeah, so we just got back from Mo Nations, which is this big, huge event that they hold every year. And there was 8,000 people there this year. So each year it's been doubling. So we're expecting like 16,000. They've already sold 8,000 in the first week tickets. So huge events, huge growing. So super excited about that. And they actually launched 2 new countries while we were there. So right now we are in the US. We just opened up to the UK, the most recent. And we're also in Canada. But now we are in Ireland and Poland. So what that means, you guys are probably like, okay, like, what's the big deal about that? I don't live in any of those places. But guess what? Your phone can go there. So if you go on Instagram, anywhere, you can get in touch with these people from all I can't even talk, all over these countries. So again, there's no such thing as oversaturation. When I hear that word, I'm like, okay, guys, we haven't even hit 5 years. These new countries have no idea who we are. Half of America doesn't even know who we are yet. So that's why it's such a big deal. Also, with that being said, our founders opportunity. I just became a founder. Emily on here is a founder as well. We have a few more on this call. but that means whatever the company makes as a whole. So let's say whatever they make over 75 million gets divided up quarterly and given out to you. So what that means, from your sign up date, you have that chance. You have a year to hit Market Mentor. Market Mentor is the sixth rank. I never keep count of that. Is it 6? Yeah.
Yes.
So you have a year to hit that. People hit that in 2 months. People hit that in 4 months. Like, a year is a long time to do that. So not only do you get to get your Cadillac at that rank too, you get to become a founder. And with Ireland and Poland just opening up also, you get to become a founder over there also. So how cool is that going to be able to say, hey, I'm an American founder and also over here in Ireland? That means each quarter you're going to get double pay. Like, it's such a big deal. I can't even explain it. But also, I can't get over how spoiled we are by this company. Like, I always knew it from the get-go, but then it just keeps getting better. I'm like, this is real life. Like, what? So for instance, back when I signed up a few months later, when you helped one of your girls get to a certain rank, you helping her, you didn't have to hit this rank, but as long as you helped your girls, you both got free iPads. I think I ended up with actually 3 that month because I helped 3 of my girls get to that rank. Not only that, but they sent us to the Bahamas last November just for free, all expense paid and everything, just for doing our job. We're going to Cancun this November. We just found out we're going to the Cayman Islands in February. And my mom's over here like, yes, because she thinks she's going to go this time.
That's literally
then,
what my mom said.
Literally. And then we're going to Vegas in April. And Ma, this is a call. And we went to, like, it's just crazy. Like, they just do all this stuff for us. And it's like, okay, I just have to do my job. I just have to, like, sell some shampoo and now skincare. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other extras. There's just so much. Like we're just so spoiled.
Yeah, so spoiled. I know. I literally just came home from my 9 to 5 today, and to this, like, I just got my Cadillac like last month, and they send like the cutest little stuff. And I found this. They sent us, similar to the iPads, we got like Echo Dots, and everything like says our company's name, and they seriously just know how to spoil us. Or
You
even
guys,
like
one
our trip
month.
to Nashville, we would go to a training event and then come back to our hotel rooms, and there was gifts like just sitting there waiting for us. Like, we got little headphones, glasses of wine, like, I don't even know, like a neck pillow. It's just so cute.
I remember 1 month also, there was like some random competition, not even that we had to do, but like people, our leaders and stuff, and they sent us real diamond and gold necklaces and earrings. Like, okay, thank you. I didn't know what I did to deserve that, but I'll take it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But yeah, if kind of, that's a lot of extras. There's so much more, but I want to keep this wrapped up. If anyone wants to go into product packs.
Yes. Did you go over all the ways we get paid too?
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, we get paid, guys. I forgot about that.
Forgot. There's just too many extra bonuses.
Yes, literally. So you guys, we do get paid also. That is a huge thing. But a lot of us do it for more than the money, if you can't tell. Hold on. Mom, this is a big call. Sorry, guys. So yes, we have bonuses. We have 10 ranks, and those range from $100 all the way up to $20,000. With that, so the first 60 to 90 days that you're enrolled in the company, they just want to give you extra bonuses. It's kind of like a welcome gift. So let's say you get one customer and they're a VIP. Oh my gosh, yeah, my mom's adorable. Mom, they said you're so cute. They said you're so cute. Okay, no. Okay, so yeah, Smart Start. Let's say you get the one customer. This person's going to go tell their mom, their sister, their best friend, everyone they know, and they're going to refer these people to you. So with that, not only are they getting a credit to add to their account, but you're also creating a bundle. So yes, you get commission for each, but we get paid more than commission. So let's say you get 4 customers. You're going to get $60 on top of that. Let's say you do that 3 times. You're creating 3 different blocks, 60, 60, 60. They're also going to give you an additional 150 for each block, 150 3 times. But when you do all that, you get an additional $500 on top of that. So you can create those blocks as many times as you want before your kind of timer goes up. So that is a huge, huge incentive. And now is literally the best time to get in on it. So you have like the rest of this month to do that. And then the higher you rank, the bigger commission payouts and everything for that.
Yes. All right, I will jump in to close this call, but quick question for either if I could see you or type in the comments, but how many of you guys like invested in, maybe it's college, maybe you've tried starting another business and you're still trying to do that, but how many of you guys have had to make an investment in yourself before? Drop it in the comments. I know I owe like a lot of money for student loans. So with that, there is an investment to start your business. That being said, it is very, very, very small compared to so many other businesses and anything else that you can do with your future. So there's a bunch of different options. There's 4 different options that I'm going to explain. And all of them come with products for yourself, your license to sell, your business websites. So we don't hold any inventory. So like the products that you get are going to be for you. And then everything you sell is just on your website. And then you'll also get a ton of training on how we do our marketing, different social media training, because we do want to focus on like building our entire brand. And then you'll get a bunch of samples and everything like that that you can give out to people. So the biggest product pack comes with about 35 products and it's $799. This one, a lot of people do it if they are just really ready to dive in and just want to have pretty much every single product that we have, just because then you're not going to have to buy any more products for yourself and they're going to last you forever. Or like I know a lot of hairstylists like to use this one because they have a lot of people that they can give products out to or sample. So that is kind of the big one. And then our second one comes with 24 products and it's $599. So, and these products, or this product pack retails at like $1,300. So still getting like over 50% off, but that one's going to come with 24 products. And then our most popular is our product pack that comes with 11 products. This is going to come with 2 of our skincare products as well, and then 9 hair care. And this one is $349. So like we talked about with how the like shampoos and conditioners are all customizable, this one is the most popular because it's going to come with like 2 to 3 options of different shampoos and conditioners. So the last one I'm going to talk about just basically comes with one option, and it's for people that have really thin hair that needs volume. So that's why a lot of people go with this one with 11 products, just because the range of products, you're still not going to have to buy any products for yourself, which if anybody's in the business on here, they probably know how that goes and wish they got one with a lot more options. So that one's $349. And then our last one comes with 6 products, and that one is $199. So definitely, I mean, you could start with any of them. If money is a huge factor, like go ahead and start with the $199 because you're going to be able to make that back and can always get products later on. But those are the options. And yeah, I started with like the $300 one, and I've been in it like 14 months and I still have some of my original products. So they're going to last you a really long time. But those are the options. That's how you would go to get started. So basically you would just buy yourself a product pack, and then we'll add you into all the training. We'll add you into some social media engagement groups and introduce you to a bunch of girls. And then really like right when you tell your upline or whoever brought you to this call that you're ready to go, like we will help you make your money back if you're willing to like work with us and also like be putting in the work. We're gonna make that money back for you. Yes, it's an investment, but I think even just from seeing like all the bonuses and ways we get paid and trips and cars, like there is so much opportunity in this business. So just really think about that. The $199 comes with 6 products. It comes only with 1 shampoo and conditioner. And then I want to say maybe our split end mender, our oil, leave-in conditioner. It doesn't come with any of the skincare, but it will come with some like little samples of the skincare. yes, if there's any more questions. I think you're good.
Sorry, Em. I don't know how you actually can change it to where like you can just hit
Yeah,
unmute.
I don't know.
But yeah, guys, you want that skincare. I'm just saying I'm not done obsessing over it. So the samples aren't gonna do you any good. So if you guys go on my story, it's Landon Ray's my Instagram, and you see the setup, it's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna go sit in there and actually have a photo shoot with it in just a minute and take more pictures of it. But actually I do want to know, because I didn't ask this at the beginning, where who actually is not on the team yet. So if you're not a part of the team, or not a part of the family, as I like to say, drop a 1 in the chat. And so for everyone that is not, where do you stand between a 1 being like, I never want to talk to you girls again, I'm probably going to go and block you on Instagram because I'm scared of you, or a 10, you're like, I'm ready, let's do this, 100%, where are you guys at? So, and if you're not at a 10, let's figure out what it is to get you at a 10. Woohoo, so many 10s. I'm hype.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So again, just get back to the person who got you on this call, and they can help walk you through everything. But I'm so excited to see you guys on our next team calls. Oh wait, we have a 7. Hold on. 7. What's your hesitation? What is your question or concern? If you want to be unmuted, or if you just want to type it in the chat, whatever you're more comfortable with. My Instagram handle, I'll go ahead and type it. 1 second. That is my Insta. And Emily, if you want to drop yours also, and Sammy, whoever talked. I think Kesley's gone. But okay, guys. Well, yeah. Well, I'm so glad everyone hopped on.